They were paid to poison themselves with their own lips, and the company that paid them already knew. Orange, New Jersey, 1917. America is at war, and every soldier's watch needs a dial that glows in the dark. The United States Radium Corporation opens a painting studio and fills it with young women, some of them still in their teens. Their job is delicate. Tiny numerals, painted with a luminous radium, paint the company calls undark. To keep a fine point on the camel hair brush, they are taught a technique on their first day: lip, dip, paint. Point the brush between your lips, dip it in the paint, and stroke the numeral. Hundreds of dials a day, day after day. Some of the girls ask if the paint is safe. They recall being told it is harmless. For fun, some paint their nails and their teeth. Walking home in the dark, the studio girls faintly glow. Here is what the company does not tell them. Radium behaves like calcium. The body banks it in bone, where it burns the marrow from the inside for the rest of a life. And in the company's own laboratory, chemists handle the same material with long tongs, behind lead screens. In September 1922, a dial painter named Amelia Maggia, called Molly, dies at 24. Her death certificate says syphilis. The lie shames her family and shields the company. Through the years that follow, more painters sicken and dozens of dial painters die. In 1924, the company commissions a Harvard study of the plant. The report finds contamination everywhere. It is buried, and a friendlier version circulates. A company consultant examines sick women and pronounces them in fine health. Then in 1925, County Medical Examiner Harrison Martland builds a test that measures radioactivity in the women's own breath. The poison is not around them, it is inside them. One painter, Grace Fryer, refuses to disappear. Her teeth are gone and she needs a back brace to sit upright, but she spends roughly 2 years searching for any lawyer willing to face the company. In 1927, a young Newark attorney named Raymond Berry takes the case. 5 women sue for $250,000 each. The company's chief defense is time itself. New Jersey allowed 2 years to sue, and the poisoning began a decade earlier. Their argument, in plain terms, the women had been poisoned too long ago to complain. Berry answers the injury never stopped, because the radium was still in their bones, still burning. The courts let the case proceed. In October 1927, lawyers and doctors gather at Rosedale Cemetery. Molly Maggia is lifted out of her grave. 5 years dead, and every tissue and bone they test gives evidence of radioactivity. The syphilis story dies at that graveside. In January 1928, the 5 plaintiffs appear in court. None of them can raise an arm to take the oath. 2 are bedridden. The press calls them the women doomed to die. When the company wins postponements, one of the country's most famous journalists calls the delay a damnable travesty of justice. The women, he writes, are dying. Days before trial, in June 1928, the company settles. $10,000 to each woman, $600 a year for life, and every medical and legal bill paid. No admission of liability. The company denied it to the end. All 5 plaintiffs were gone by the mid-1930s. But their bodies kept testifying. The radium measured in the dial, painters set the world's first radiation tolerance standard, which protected the atomic workers who came after them. Their case helped establish that a worker can sue the company that slowly kills her. Their bones are still radioactive today, and will be for centuries. This has been under oath.